Destination Mark.
Hey guys, how's it going? Marcelo here. 2024 is the year of the dragon, so with the Spyro Twitter's very optimistic message in mind, I want to talk about the next potential Spyro game and what might be going on with it. Like I've stated in other videos before, we haven't heard a peep from the dragon in quite a while, and that can be a double-edged sword. On one hand, it's leaving us with tons of questions like what the next game's going to be about, but on the other, when we do get to see an announcement trailer, we're all going to be surprised at how it'll look and play, provided no leaks occur before then. And that's the focus of today's video. With a multitude of paths to go down, what could the next Spyro game be about? It's a very broad question, I'm aware, so this is going to become purely speculative, but I'd like to throw my hat into the ring regarding what could come from a brand new entry. Spyro 4 might have, at one point, been suffering from what I've personally decided to call blank canvas syndrome. It's essentially a game dev version of art block. When you're staring at a blank canvas, knowing you can create anything on it, what do you create? Spyro's mostly known for platforming, so I think the best course of action is to keep and refine that formula. I even threw around a couple ideas in my concept of difficulty video. The issue now, however, lies in what the devs might want to do and what fans want to see. As I said earlier, there are many things a new Spyro game could do, but when even the fans can't settle on what they want, returning villains, a new villain, Cinder, no Cinder, free flight in a completely open world, levels on homeworlds like we're already familiar with, even down to calling it Spyro 4 and making it a direct sequel to Year of the Dragon or not, what good is this feedback to the devs? Picking a lane and going with it seems to be the crux of the problem, so how do we solve it? Well, again, there's no definite answer for that. Assuming a Spyro game is in active development, that means the devs have an idea of what they want to do, so that's where the speculating comes in. The rest of this video is essentially going to boil down to what I want to see in a new Spyro game personally, which is a question I've been asked a lot, so these are my thoughts. I've already come up with ideas like giving Spyro cool horn and wing abilities, that's all in this video, and I agree with the opinion that we should see a new villain. Besides that, the other big question is the tone and direction. How would the new game play? I think a blend of the two styles could work pretty well. Large interconnected homeworlds to make everything feel much more open and broad, but with the same familiar portals that'll take you to various levels, and instead of being a direct sequel to Spyro 3, why not make this a distant sequel? Man, I'm coining all kinds of phrases today. Something like Ratchet & Clank Rift Apart or Sonic Frontiers, games that aren't directly connected to the previous games that came before, but end up acknowledging most of the franchise whenever and however they want. The next Spyro game could take place sometime after Shadow Legacy, but reference all kinds of things from previous games. And hell, maybe even Legend of Spyro and Skylanders. Crash has been able to thrive and experiment recently because his franchise is still as flexible as ever, but Spyro's has almost never deviated away from platforming, as I previously stated. So to wrap up and reiterate, I think it'd be the safest bet for the devs to keep the classic gameplay style but expand on it, maybe experiment with cool new powers for Spyro or give him new things to do with his older abilities, and choose wisely who to bring back and possibly how to go about forging a new powerful villain. With a blank canvas you can throw anything on, I personally feel these suggestions could be the start of cutting through that metaphorical art block. But what do you guys think? Leave your thoughts down below, and I'll see you next time. Until then, I'm Mark, and take care.